I've got a real treat for you today. I'm going to take you through a very philosophical process today, all right? So brace yourself for this journey. We're going to move quite quickly through this. So if I can borrow Sean as part of this, all right? So first of all, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through a process, but we're going to build it up, okay? And then we'll conclude it towards the end. So the idea is, first of all, we're going to talk about attachment, okay? And in terms of attachment, there's 8 key positions that an attachment can occur, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to stand there like this, okay? Or you're going to stand there like this, right? It's up to you, right? Slightly here, all right? So I want to take you through all of the different 8 positions first of all, so you understand what they are. Now, they can happen high, or they can also happen low, or happen low there, for instance, all right? So the 8 basic positions are the positions that transition all the way across, okay? So the first one is here, okay? You start here on the high outside reference point, all right? This is number 1. Number 2 is on the inside. Number 3, okay? This is on the outside, this is on the inside, okay? Number 4, this is on the inside, this is on the outside. Number 5, this is on the inside. Number 6, this is on the outside, right? So you think, all right, well, there's only 6 there. Where's the other 2 gone, all right? Well, there are 2 others, right? The other two are here, right? When both hands are in the inside, okay? And then you've got number 8, which is when you've got 2 hands on the outside, okay? Make sense? So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, okay? Make sense? From this angle, right? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, okay? So what I want you guys to do is just work with your partners and just kind of familiarize yourself with those attachment points, okay? Now, like I said, these attachment points can be high or they may be low, all right? But we're just going to work with them high for now, all right? Okay, guys, so I'm going to move this on. So from those 8 positions, we're going to explore how we would strike from there, okay? Just so you got an idea, what would you do from there, right? So what we're going to do to start off with is we're going to look at the first 1 to 6, right? How to strike from the first 6 attachment points, okay? All right, everyone clear on that, yeah? Okay, so we're going to start off here. This is number 1. From here, got this, all right? All right, so there was your strike. I'm packing. Also can go hand before the trap, so when I go there, there's a bit of a yield, and then I strike, okay? Obviously, when you do this, we're not trying to knock our opponent out, we're just trying to understand the line, okay? So that's 1. Then we've got 2. So from here, got this, okay? So we're going on the inside. I'm not giving it lateral energy, I'm just checking that hand so that it doesn't wave around and I've got control over that weapon, okay? So from 1 to 2, this one is there, okay? Again, this is forward pressure this way rather than that way, because what it'll do is this, if I push it laterally, this arm will get in my own way, okay? So I need to make sure that I don't do that, all right? So that's 2. Then we're going to go into 3, all right? So from 3, we're there, okay? So just straight, okay? So from here, I'm just checking this, all right? Checking this, ensuring that it's not going anywhere, and I'm here, okay? Make sense? Now I can parry this down, right? Just to make sure that this line's clear. But the key thing from here is I've got this, right? And I'm checking this. Automatically, I've got a monitor on this hand in order to understand what's happening with it, okay? But I'm not yanking it down or anything like that. I'm just keeping it here. So from here, again, right here, from here, just there, okay? Just keeping a check on it. Now, if I feel it's a threat, then I'll take some appropriate action, which we're not going into at the moment, okay? So that's that one. Then we go into this one, right? So from here, it's exactly the same thing. From here, it's there, okay? Okay, so straight into this, okay? And then we're going to go into this, all right? So from here, okay, we've got, from here, we can go straight into that, okay? Straight into this, okay? Again, just checking this hand. This hand is already here. I don't need to take it off. Do the simplest thing. So from here, again, just straight into there. And the last one, the 6th one, from here is there, okay? So it's exactly the same as we did on the outside there. From this position, it's there, okay? Again, just pushing that forwards, okay? Making sure that you're not moving it sideways so that it doesn't get into your own way. Everyone clear on that, right? So So position 7, we start on the inside, all right? So if I'm on the inside here, there's one simple thing for me to do. Basically, you've got the whole inside open, okay? All the primary targets available. So you could take the primary targets, the eyes and the throat, okay? Right? So you could do that. So you got that. That's very easy, right? So you got 1, 2, boom, 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 boom. All right? And then you can blast, okay? 1 to 8, we've looked at strikes from positions 1 all the way to 7. Now we're going to look at position 8, okay? So position 8 is where I'm on the outside, okay? So we looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to look at 8, okay? So the idea from here is we're going to do something called a jutsao. Jutsao means jerking hand, right? So we're going to do single hand jutsaos with a straight lead or a straight rear, okay? And the response is bongsao, which is a elbow raising block, okay? So a jutsao, strike, and you notice how he raises elbow, raises bongsao. Now just be careful that when you do that, we're roughly about the same height, maybe we're slightly taller, but this elbow should be slightly lower than the shoulder, okay? Right? If I'm a lot taller, then I expect that to be higher, okay? But I'm not that much taller, okay? Yeah, we start here with 0 energy, right? I'm not pulling down on his hands. He's not resisting, right? We're just here, just coexisting, right? I jutsao and right here, okay? And you notice where if his fingers are slightly straighter, right? He's pointing between my sternum and the end, right in the middle of my sternum and the edge of my shoulder, right? So he's pointing kind of roughly about where my nipple is, nipple line is, right? Vertical nipple line is, right? Okay? So again, from here, there, okay? And again from on the other side, I jutsao, and again it's the opposite way. You notice how again it's pointing on the opposite side, right? Approximately speaking, all right. And again, just make sure that the bongsao is nice and neat. The elbow is just slightly lower than the shoulder, right? Hands facing straight forwards, right? Again, like I said, cross the vertical nipple line on the opposite side, right? With forward center line pressure. Okay, so this is going forwards to leverage my strike up, be as most economical as possible, but also be most effective in doing this because it's a very slight projection. Okay, okay, right? If this is bent, it yields. Okay, yields against someone who's strong, right? And the bongsao is not strong. Okay, if it goes across too much, it's weak. Okay, right? So it needs to be there. All right, so it makes kind of a Z shape. Okay, if you look at it from there, it's like a Z shape. All right, make sense? We've looked at single hand jutsaos with a bongsao. Okay, this time we're going to look at double hand jutsao with a double bongsao. Okay, so the idea is from here, I'm going to do a double jutsao from here, and then I'm going to strike. So from, and you notice how Sean executed that beautifully. All right, we'll do that a couple more times. So just relax. Okay, from here. Right, again, this should be a 0 energy state. I shouldn't be weighing him down here. So from here. Okay, right there. Okay, you notice how my energy is deflected up, right, on the strike, so he's missed the target. Okay, one more time. Okay, again, just relax. Okay, make sense? Right, so you guys are going to do this. Now remember, the jutsao is a jerking hand, so it's something that should be done very swiftly. So, okay, now build it up slowly, right, to the point where you can respond to it really, really quickly. Okay, let's start. You're probably wondering, how do you get into all this attachment mess in the first place, right? Well, the thing is, sometimes you want to get into this, right? Sometimes you want to gain an attachment, which is to make that connection with your opponent, right? Bruce talked about this idea. In order to do that, is to throw garbage, right? Now, garbage is something that's thrown purposefully, so that purposefully to gain the attachment that you desire, in order for you then to do the next thing. Okay, and it works really well against a touch and go fire, somebody that needs to block and then strike. Make sense? All right. So I'm going to tell you in advance. I want to swipe your glasses. Okay. So you do what you need to do when you see it coming. All right. Okay. All right. So you can move out the way. All right. Now this time I want you, without ducking out the way. Again, that's precarious position to be in, because you've got this coming afterwards, right? So this time, take a defensive a different defensive position, right? Okay. All right. So you're going that way. All right. Okay. So we gained an attachment. Okay. Now, was that the most economical attachment?
No.
Okay. Now let's do the most economical attachment. Okay. Okay. There's the most economical attachment, right? This is position number 1. Make sense? Right? Okay. So from here, we've got this. All right. Or if it's that high, we've got this. Okay. So you can wear and pack style, trap and strike, or you can lop and strike. Okay. Make sense? So the idea is to gain an attachment. I'm going to throw garbage, and the garbage is not a strike that I'm going right, or I'm going non-telegraphically. I'm actually telegraphing it so he sees it, right? So in order to draw a response, it's what Bruce called attack by drawing. Okay. So again, once we do this, when we do this, I'm going to chamber this and then throw it. Okay. Make sense? So then I get the attachment that I want. Okay. And then from there, I could move into this. All right. Or I could do it from here and go there, and then from there move into. And if he doesn't block on the rear hand, he's going to get a slap to his jaw, or a slap to his ear, or a chop to his neck. Okay, make sense? So ideally, if he's aware of that hand coming around, okay, he's going to then use the rear hand to then block that. Okay, so again from here, start here, and then end up going into this position. Oh, he was there, and then he opened it again, right? So then he gets slapped, right? Once again, so we're here, right? And then we're in this position, right? There we go, right? So what position is this?
8.
Exactly, we're in position 8, all right? So we're on the outside, all right? One more time. So from here, there, all right? That's how we get into position 8. Make sense? Right? So if you're wondering, how do you get into these positions? This is how you get into them. So I've shown you number 1 and number 8, okay? So what I want you guys to do is have a little play with throwing garbage. Now the garbage idea is, like I said, it's a pronounced movement. It's a telegraph movement, right? So, okay? And slightly heavy so that it sticks onto your opponent's hand. So when I'm doing this, right, again, he sees it coming, okay? I want it to stick. Bruce, in terms of beats, would have called not a 1 beat, as in a 1, it would be a 1, okay? An elongated beat, okay? Make sense? So here's the 1, okay? Heavy, get the attachment, then you got this, right? 1, then you're here, okay? If he doesn't block, he gets slapped, okay? A 1, right? Then you get positioning, okay? Make sense? Next is from there. So when we throw in the garbage, right? You know that's the idea of gaining an into, right? From here, you've got this, right? Or from there, you can move down into this, right? You jowl style, and he blocks, right? You end up in position 8, right? From here, right? We've got we can execute the things that we looked at earlier. So we can jut style and strike. So we're here. He bonk styles nicely, okay? Or I can jut style and strike there, and he bonk styles nicely, okay? But then there's the other option, which is from here, I jut style and strike, okay? Or what happened?
Yeah,
all right. Or we've got the other option where jut style and strike, okay? All right, you kind of pick that one up, right? So again, boom, you missed that one. Oh, I missed that one, right? Bruce called this idea dividing the mind, okay? Right, the idea of dividing the mind. We end up here, okay? So if I did the same side, he expects a response to respond on that side, okay? If I did it on the same side, he expects to respond on that side, okay? Now if I take his attention away on this side, I can strike on this side. Today's philosophy is one hand lies, the other hand opens a window to the truth, okay? Right? And the opposite goes for this hand. This hand lies, and this hand tells the truth, okay? So today's philosophy is leading up to how martial arts has encoded in the motion, in the movement, these cosmic secrets, okay? One hand lies, and the other hand tells the truth, okay? So you can practice this in a bit, okay? But the key thing is, right, is this is a combative expression of something that's far greater than a physical expression, right, in a combative form, okay? Right, so from here, one hand lies, the other one opens a window to the truth, okay? One hand lies, and this opens a window to the truth. Thing is, what's happening is he's confused. But where in life, what I want you to really have a think about is where in life is one hand lying, as in like distracting you and drawing your attention away from what you really should be doing. Okay? Make sense? In this situation, we're here, right? If I'm here, this is merely a distraction. This is merely drawing his attention away from the truth which is here. All right? Now, this is a truth that's going to hit him hard, right? Or it might hit him softly, all right? But the idea is, where in life are you being distracted by some lying hands, okay? And once you realize that, what window is it opening, or what path is it opening to your original truth, okay? So, I want you to have a little play with the mechanics, okay? And then after that, I want to give you 5 minutes to sit down and think about where in life something's drawing your attention away from what you really should be doing, okay? The original truth is what your original purpose is on this planet. What were you put here to do? You all decided what you came here to do before you came here, all right? But you forgot. The idea is to remember, all right? Martial arts is a way of remembering through physical motion, through mental motion, and then through spiritual motion. All we're trying to do is uncover that as part of this journey. All this movement, everything's encoded in it. All the universal secrets are encoded in movement, in absolutely everything. Now, you could do that through dance, you could do it through martial arts, you could do it through poetry, singing, whatever it might be. Every art expresses the same thing. Everything's a hologram of everything else, okay? So, how do you identify that, all right? So, guys, I'm going to give you a few minutes to practice a physical motion, just so you can understand how that works on a neurological and physiological level. And then I want you to sit down and do a little bit of introspective work to figure out how that reflects in your life, okay? What hand is lying in your life, and what is the hand that tells the truth, right? The one that you've been distracted away from, okay? Once you know that, then you get closer to your original truth, all right? Everyone clear on that, yeah? Okay, you bet! Off you go, guys.
Yeah, for me, I think it's about self-discipline and focus. For quite some time, there's been that kind of almost vague kind of entity where there's been a lack of kind of discipline, whereby I've kind of led astray and kind of need to kind of stay in the straight and narrow and be focused. And I think this focus with this it helps kind of realign that, I think. So
what are the distractions? What's the lying hand that's distracting
well, the lying hand is kind of socialising and out partying and not focusing on what's important is my career and fitness and focus. Joining the gym, which I've done, and doing more running, finish off my masters, and see where that takes me.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Good.
For me, like, I just started a new job, so I want to reach to a goal, and I have my own goal. And what is bringing me down is when I make mistakes and I hear other people talking about it. So I stop believing in what I'm doing and where I can actually go based on what I can do and what I know, to start listening to other people, and that's what's the lying end. So that's what stops me from my goal. Stop listening to what other people say, but just be focused on what I feel within myself.
Fantastic, fantastic.